In 2005, Hurricane Katrina slammed into the Gulf Coast and became one of the deadliest and costliest natural disasters in U.S. history. But what made Katrina so devastating? Was it just nature or human error? From shocking facts to heartbreaking moments, this is the story of Hurricane Katrina. What happened, who was affected, and the unbelievable truths buried beneath the floodwaters. 1. Katrina was a Category 5 in the Gulf. At its strongest, Hurricane Katrina reached Category 5 status over the Gulf of Mexico with 175 mph winds. By landfall, it was Category 3, but still catastrophic. 2. It struck. On August 29, 2005, Katrina made landfall near Buras, Louisiana, and later struck New Orleans, Mississippi, and parts of Alabama, impacting over 90,000 square miles of land. 3. Over 1,800 lives lost. Hurricane Katrina killed an estimated 1,836 people, making it the deadliest U.S. hurricane since 1928. Many died not from winds but from flooding and delayed rescue. 4. Levees failed, not just the storm. New Orleans was protected by levees, but more than 50 levees failed, flooding 80% of the city. The disaster became a symbol of infrastructure failure, not just natural force. 5. $125 billion in damages. Katrina caused over $125 billion in damage, tied with Hurricane Harvey, 2017, as the costliest natural disaster in U.S. history. 6. Superdome became a refuge. Over 20,000 people sought shelter inside the Louisiana Superdome. Conditions were dire, no power, food shortages, and extreme heat, turning the stadium into a symbol of chaos. 7. Thousands were trapped. Many residents, especially the poor and elderly, couldn't evacuate. Over 100,000 people were stranded in the city, relying on rescue boats and helicopters. 8. FEMA faced harsh criticism. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, was widely criticized for delayed and disorganized responses, sparking national outrage and hearings. 9. The Astrodome in Texas helped thousands. Nearly 25,000 evacuees were bused to Houston's Astrodome, where volunteers from across the country provided food, clothing, and shelter. 10. Entire neighborhoods were erased. In New Orleans, areas like the lower 9th Ward were completely wiped out. Some homes were swept off foundations. Others were submerged for weeks. 11. Many victims were never identified. Even months after the storm, hundreds of bodies remained unidentified, and makeshift morgues had to be built to handle the death toll. 12. Pets were left behind. Tens of thousands of pets were abandoned during the evacuation. The tragedy led to new laws, including the PT's Act, requiring future rescue plans to account for animals. 13. The storm was visible from space. NASA satellites captured haunting images of Katrina's massive eye, spanning over 400 miles wide. It was one of the largest hurricanes ever recorded in the U.S. 14. Kanye West's viral statement. During a live fundraising telethon, rapper Kanye West made headlines by stating, "George Bush doesn't care about black people." The comment sparked intense debate. 15. The National Guard was overwhelmed. Though deployed quickly, many National Guard units were stretched thin due to troop commitments in Iraq, leaving fewer resources for Katrina response. 16. Looting and martial law. As order collapsed, looting surged, and martial law was declared in parts of New Orleans. Armed patrols and curfews were put in place to restore control. 17. 1.5 million people displaced. Katrina displaced over 1.5 million people, making it the largest population displacement in U.S. history since the Dust Bowl. 18. The rebuilding took years. Even a decade later, parts of New Orleans and the Gulf Coast were still recovering. Billions were spent on levee upgrades and disaster preparedness. 19. The name Katrina was retired. Due to the storm's severity, the name Katrina was officially retired from hurricane naming lists. It will never be used again. 20. Final fun fact. Katrina formed over the Bahamas. Before reaching the Gulf, Katrina was just a tropical depression near the Bahamas. Within days, it grew into one of the most destructive hurricanes in modern history. Hurricane Katrina wasn't just a weather event, it was a national wake-up call. A storm that exposed deep flaws in emergency planning, infrastructure, and inequality. What did you learn from Katrina's story? Share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful moments that shaped modern history.